everyone, my name's Arias and welcome to the Thoughtful Free Space, putting your mind to things you might not normally think about. We just got some new information from the 3DS Direct today, which revealed another new Alola form, this time for Rattata, or Rattata. Instead of its regular normal typing, it has become dark and normal. Now everyone knows this guy. Rattata came out in the first generation of games and is probably one of, if not the, first Pokemon you come across after you get your starter. Game Freak keeps surprising us because we all know no one expects a rat to get something new. But of course, because it has, we need to examine why. So let's examine the biological reasons and real-world connections for Rattata's Alola form. It was shown in the trailer that Rattata has a connection to Young Goose, one of the new 7th generation Pokemon in the Alola region. From Young Goose's description, it states, Young Goose is not a Pokemon that is native to the Alola region. It was brought to the region to help deal with the explosive population of a certain other Pokemon, and now Young Goose are commonly seen around the region. Now we know that that Pokemon was Rattata. This is based on the concept of invasive species. This is something that occurs when an animal, plant, or fungus from a different environment somehow migrates over or is introduced to a new region, and because of that is able to spread. This is based on a couple of different factors, like a stable food source, no natural predators, and being able to breed. This can lead to disruptions in the natural environment, which can cause a lot of damage, resulting in time and money being spent to try and remove or limit the problem. In Hawaii, one of the biggest invasive species problems is rats and mongoose, which not only disrupt the environment by eating native species and crops, but threaten public health. This relationship is just like Young Goose and Rattata. Knowing this, we can explain everything. In Rattata's case, it somehow arrived in the Alola region and started multiplying and feeding on everything, and this is where Young Goose comes in. Young Goose is an introduced species as stated in its description, something intentionally brought over to deal with Rattata, seeing as mongoose are natural predators of rats. By staking out certain routes in the daytime, they'd be able to catch all of these rats and the problem would go away. It sounds pretty logical. Of course, those good old Rattata didn't want to be eaten, so they had to adapt. They first altered their environment by becoming nocturnal animals in order to avoid Young Goose. This would reduce their stress and avoid them getting eaten. Next, because they needed to blend in, their coloration changed so they couldn't be seen in the dark. This combination is what caused their Alola form change. But this also created a problem. If we examine Young Goose's description, it states it is a big eater that is never satisfied. The majority of its long body is given over to its stomach. It is always hungry. Being introduced with no common predators caused the Young Goose to become another invasive species, which is why it is so common in the region. And there you have it. The biological explanation for why Alolan Rattata adapted. Just like in the first generation, everyone can now use it as their punching bag, especially now since it's 4 times weak to fighting. Poor Rattata. If you want to know more behind the biology of Alolan Pokemon, stay tuned for a video on all of the other Alolan Pokemon that have been introduced coming out soon. Or if you're interested in space and psychic types, check out my previous video. If you liked this video, show your love with a thumb and subscribe if you want more. Thank you very much and stay awesome.